I am here with men's head soccer coach Kyle Rush, entering his 8th season here at Ursinus College, coming off a very successful last season, coach of the year, a few other very memorable moments in your career. Just tell us a little bit about your season last year and how you hope to continue to grow this season.
Sure, Dana. Last year was a breakout season for us. We came within about a point and a tie break of making the playoffs for the first time in the school's history in the Centennial Conference. So last year was a big year. Took down 2 nationally ranked programs. Both those programs ended up in our conference final, and both programs ended up going into the national tournament. So getting wins over national tournament teams was pretty big for us as a program. Where we're headed, we want to get that point back. So our goal this year is to get into the conference playoffs. And we believe that we're a team this year with enough talent to compete with all the big guns in the Centennial Conference. And getting into the conference tournament, I don't think is just enough for this group. So it should be an exciting year. If we stay focused and healthy, I think it'll be a good year for us.
Yeah, and you have a younger team, a lot of sophomores who were freshmen last year starting. Who are some key returners that we should look out for?
Yeah, I think, like you said, Dana, our whole group basically returns from last year. Ryan Butler, obviously, was our goal scorer. He was a first-team all-conference nod last year, and he really makes us go in front of the net. There's some new additions, but guys returning. Ryan Molyneux is kind of our field general in the midfield area, and then Chase Crawford is big for us as well as a center back. Jesse Hart is another player who has really stepped up his game. But honestly, I could sit here and tell you about everybody. It's a good group coming back, and we have really high expectations for them. And
what freshmen should we look out for this season?
There's 4 guys that came in, I think, highly touted for us. We'll just go back to front. Brian Gately is a guy who is in between the net or in the sticks. And he's got the ability. He's a very confident goalkeeper, good skill. His technique's great, and we see a bright future for Brian. Jamie Harper out of Delaware is a winger for us, who also he looks a lot like our Dean Simone, and he's a long, lanky kid who great skill on the ball and can do good things. Kyle Wolf is another guy. I think you're going to hear his name a lot this year. A goal scorer type, and we're really excited about the combination of Ryan Butler and Kyle Wolf and Ryan Molyneux and Noah Kimmelheim from last year as well, who I think is really going to impact us. Wyatt Powell is another guy from last year. I think is going to make that group a really cohesive group. So from the attack standpoint, I think things look pretty bright. And Brendan Werner is a guy, we're waiting for him to kind of get into the mix right now. But Brendan is a freshman, and we didn't see him as much this preseason. He finally got a cast off. He's cleared and ready to go.
Oh, that's a good thing.
so it's a good young group that we're excited about this year.
And would you say your attack is your strength really for the season?
I think it's tough to say. I think the expectation is high for all of our guys on the field. I think our defense has come so far, and I don't want to take anything away from them. I think our attack is an attack that's going to be looked at by most Centennial Conference teams as a pretty difficult group to deal with.
And also, one last question. I know that you have tons of young players. Seniors, juniors, do you have a lot of upperclassmen?
This year we'll graduate 2 seniors.
Okay.
It'll be Chase Crawford, who's a senior captain and a starter for us, and Ryan Murphy, who's a goalkeeper for us. So those guys are going to be difficult to replace for sure. In terms of numbers, it's not that many. So this year's recruiting class is a class we'd like to be big. We want it to be 8 to 10 deep, and guys that can come in and really challenge the guys that we have here for time on the field.
All right, thank you, and good luck with your season.
Absolutely, thank you.